Mr. Chairman, I have decided to really participate in this inquiry because I think this is a matter of great public interest. The victims of a lot of these problems include my family. That's why I'm very much interested here. Relatives also, friends, neighbors, especially in respect to the big education plans like CAP is the biggest. Now, Mr. Chairman, we were given an overview by the SEC Chairman on 22 premium firms actively engaged in the sale of registered securities, 33 firms without a dealer's license. I cannot understand why this is so. 33 firms. 5 firms under rehabilitation and 6 under liquidation. Mr. Chairman, may I ask the resource persons here so that we can assess how big this problem is from the financial point of view and from the point of view of the number of possible victims of these problems. May I ask each of them, with respect to those under rehab, CAP, Pacific Plans, PEP, Platinum Plans, and TPG Corporation, how much is the trust fund that you are handling, and how many plan holders do you have per your record? May we ask CAP first, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Congressman Golez. As of May 15, 2009, CAP reports 403,000 plan holders, and the trust fund is 6.7 billion pesos. As far as Pacific is concerned, sir, to censor figures.
You also handle Pacific?
Yes. As far as Pacific is concerned, there are 34,000 traditional plan holders, 16,000 of which are availing, and their trust fund is $2.2 billion pesos.
Thank you. That appears to be disproportionate to CAP. CAP has more than 10 times the number of land holders, but the trust fund of CAP is only
5.7.
three times the trust fund of Pacific. Why is this so? Are we talking of much bigger plans for Pacific compared to CAP?
The trust fund, sir, are contributions of the corporation for the purpose of settling present and future.
No, they're not contributions to the corporations. They're coming from the premiums paid by the plan.
I understand that. Yes. Yeah.
So you should not call this
accepted by the corporation for and in behalf.
That's why they're called trust fund.
For and
they're
behalf
not owned by the corporation. They're owned by the plan holders.
I understand that, Mr. I did not make any study on how the difference.
But I think we should, because it strikes me as something disproportionate. Of course, the ready explanation is that maybe the plans of Pacific are bigger than the plans of CAP. I don't know. It would not seem so, because if we're talking of educational plans on an average basis covering a number of schools, somehow they would average out, and the figures per plan should be comparable.
Can I expound?
Yes, please.
For Pacific plans, this is about 96% of the trust fund is at the Napocor bonds, which is going to mature next year. As far as CAP is concerned, the 5.7, Mr. Sir, is composed of real estate properties, investments in equities, investments in condominium units that are priced today. Meaning to say, they can be higher.
You did not value it on acquisition cost?
These are, well, that's correct, acquisition cost.
In determining the value of the trust fund, the trust fund is composed of assets other than liquid assets, like real estate, for example. The valuation should be based on acquisition cost. Is that not correct?
You're correct, sir. When I say as of today, that's as of the balance sheet period, and the balance sheet figure, sir, is acquisition value.
Okay, thank you very much. And the acquisition price, considering the fluctuation in the market, could be higher or lower than market price, especially probably in the case of CAP, which may have bought real estate assets of companies that are affiliated with CAP. Is that not correct?
It has invested in real properties that are, yes, owned by its
companies affiliated with CAP. Like, let's say, in Boracay, in Baguio, in so many other projects identified with business of revenue. Is that not correct?
You're right, sir.
And therefore, the acquisition cost may be something that should be reviewed to determine whether these are what you might call arm's length prices.
The trust fund properties assets, Mr. Sir, is the function of the administration is a function of the trustee bank, and the trustee bank requires regular appraisal of the real estate properties, and the real estate properties as so appraised are reported to the board of directors.
The appraisal is done by a professional appraiser.
You're right.
Thank you very much. Now what about PET, Platinum, and TPG? May we have the answer so that we can have an assessment on how many are covered by all these companies which are now under rehabilitation and also under liquidation.